Three, two, one. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Game Boys podcast. Returning from the previous episode is the hobo from NJ, otherwise known as Landon, and
Sup?
our special guest, who isn't so special, Turtle Strike, otherwise known as Aaron.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Aaron, he just called you not special. How are you going to respond to that?
Well, you know what? I'm pretty used to it. I'll just make sure to down air spike him with Byleth next time.
If you're really going to get him there.
Aaron, I'll add spec in front of your name, but you're not eel.
Well, I mean, I guess it's very unfortunate.
So, in this podcast, or this episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about the recent, or not so recent anymore, Pokemon games, Sword and Shield. But before we do that, I'd like to start off with a couple of easy topics, such as, what is your favorite type of, well, not type of Pokemon, what's your favorite Pokemon? Each one of us will go around in a round circle, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Who wants to go first?
Okay.
I'll start off. See, I'm kind of on the middle. I really like Lugia and Myena on the exact same level. So they're kind of like dual favorites. I can't really decide over each one of them.
Okay, Landon, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. I'm one of those, like, basic Pokemon fans who I'm just like, I really like Charizard. And also, Infernape, because it was my first starter. It's my first starter Pokemon. It has a special place in my heart. And I really like Garchomp, too. Probably between those three.
Okay, so my two. Dunsparce and Gardevoir.
I knew the Gardevoir, but like Dunsparce?
Dunsparce is
That's an
epic.
interesting
He likes Dumpsparce just for the meme, probably.
No, I like Dunsparce because he's stupid and he looks funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
for the meme.
For the meme.
No, because he's my little baby boy that I like to throw at rocks.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I also like Bidoof too because he looks doofy.
You sent him out with like a Geodude. It's like, Geodude, you self-destruct.
Yeah, Dunsparce's gonna take that.
He's gonna take it to the grave.
Yeah, take it to the grave.
No, I think Geodude's gonna take him to the grave.
Yeah.
Take him down with him.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's talk about our favorite types in Pokemon.
See, I don't really have any specific types that I gravitate towards. I guess ones that probably end up on my team more and that I just remember more are probably more like grass types. Even though neither are my favorite grass types, I feel like just overall I like the design of grass types a lot.
I like grass types, but I would say my favorite type. I don't really have a favorite type, as like Aaron said. But I would say either electric or fairy. I don't know. I just like them.
I'd say my favorite type is not grass because grass is ass. I like the psychic typing.
But grass types, there's all different types of grass types.
Yeah, there's green grass, slightly greener grass.
There's
uh,
cactuses,
Yeah,
brown
yellow grass.
yellow grass.
Do we talk about the trees that are keeping you alive right at this moment? You want to go at the grass types. Without them, you'd be dead.
That's not grass, dude.
Yeah,
That's wood
dude.
type.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
No, but
Before we go into anything new.
Treevant's rolling in his grave right now, dude.
Before
Yeah.
we do anything, I just got info from my inside information at Nintendo that a new type's being added to Pokemon. It's wood type.
Gosh, dude. When they added fairy types, I was like, dude, really? I've already learned all the matchups, and they're just gonna throw this at me.
Keep crying. Fairy's
Okay, yeah.
epic.
You
No,
don't know how
fairies
many times I've thrown a dragon attack into a Jigglypuff.
That's
Or
your
a
problem.
Gardevoir.
That's your problem.
Okay, Gardevoir should be obvious, but a Jigglypuff, yeah, I can understand.
Okay, but they were just pure
They're
types.
pink.
before.
They're pink.
Yeah, but
If it's
Dude, for the
pink, then
longest
Dragon doesn't like it.
listen, for the longest time when I was a kid and that they first did that, I didn't know why I couldn't hit Gardevoir anymore with Dragon types moves until I caught one and saw that it had the Fairy typing. I was like, what? When did this happen?
I was like that with fairy type, I was like, oh, ew, a new type. And then once I played Gen 7, I kind of grew to appreciate it. And then in Gen 8, I just grew to love it. I have got 2 Pokemon that are fairy type on my team.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So
I forgot one of my other favorite Pokemon's Alcremie.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I like
Ah,
Alcremie.
I like Alcrem. Wait, Gigantamax form or regular form?
It doesn't matter. It's Alcremie.
Actual.
All right, so our next easy topic will be what's our favorite type of Pokemon game, or which one's our
Oh,
favorite?
You mean just favorite Pokemon game or just favorite
just,
type?
Just
What?
Pokemon game in general, like the games they've released. It can be
Okay.
anyone, like spin-offs and stuff.
dude,
Yeah.
I love the Mystery Dungeon games. If I'm gonna main series, my favorite's probably Platinum because that's my first game, so first game bias. But favorite game overall is definitely Explorers of Time. 'Cause I never really played Sky because I got Time first, and dude, I've played through that game like 20 times.
Hmm.
I love that game so
Yeah,
much.
I love that game too. That game was like my actual childhood. I remember they had like animated shorts on YouTube back in like 2010, and I remember I would just put those on like looped on repeat.
Well,
I love them
like,
so much.
Well, like those what do you call them on YouTube? The where it's 2 characters, you just play music over them over clips of the show. The
Oh, are they called AMVs?
yeah, AMVs, animated
AMVs.
music videos. Fucking Ui Sonic X.
um, I watched a couple of AMV Pokemon videos. I remember there's one about like Sceptile. That's all I remember it was about. It was like Ash got corrupted by like a Pokeball, and then like some like heavy metal started playing. That's all I remember. But I would say for my favorite Pokemon games, I also have the first game bias of Platinum, but Gen 5 comes really close. I've grown a new appreciation for Gen 5 recently, and also it has nostalgia bonus for me too. And I would say for spin-off, Explorers of Time, and also Pokemon Rangers. Actually, I like Rangers more than I did Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Honestly, I love Rangers.
I'd never played a Ranger game
Yeah,
actually.
Landon. I was actually gonna say for my favorite game, it was gonna be Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs.
I actually
that
need to
was
like
good.
load up fire up my old DS and like play a Rangers game because I've never done that.
They're really good, honestly.
That's what I heard. Maybe hey, we're getting a revamp of Mystery Dungeon on the Switch,
Yeah.
so
But all right,
we'll probably get Ranger game at some point.
all right. I'm gonna say what my favorite mainline Pokemon game is, and I'm gonna complain about the Mystery Dungeon port.
We're gonna complain about the Mystery Dungeon port and Sword and
Yeah,
Shield.
and it just
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but
the Sword and
the
Shield.
port literally just came out today, but I had a problem with it before it came out. So, my favorite mainline game would actually also probably be Platinum, just because it was also my first game. Actually,
Well, yeah.
technically my first game was Emerald, but I like Platinum better.
Well, also just the things that like by the time we got our DSIs and DSs and all that stuff, Platinum came out like what was it like 2007 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
No, I
us were
think
like 6 or 7 at that time, so it was finally like the first time we were like actually able to get a hold of like our first Pokemon game on release happened just to be Platinum at the same
I
time.
actually played Pokemon Platinum 2 years after its release when I was 6 or 7. So.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up when did Platinum come out.
I think it was like 2008 or 2009. I know it was a year after Diamond and Pearl. I think. Oh, no, 'cause-
U.S. release, I think it's 2007.
2009 in March.
Oh, okay.
Probably
was
the
on
first one I
Diamond, I was on
actually
Diamond.
ended up playing was Soul Silver remakes.
Yeah, a lot of people say
Oh.
those
No,
games
Actually,
are
wait,
their
those came out
favorites.
after Platinum, so never mind.
Yeah, I'm not able to say, but I know I remember the story specifically. It was my 6th birthday, and I wanted Diamond and Pearl, but my mom went to GameStop and she found out Platinum was coming out that March. So she told me, she's like, okay, so either you get Diamond and Pearl now,
Or you get the better
or-
version.
or you wait like what, like 7 months and get Platinum, and that's basically what she said. And I was like, oh, I'll get the better version, and so I waited 7 long months.
Every month you were itching just to get a hold of that slightly different Pokemon game.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna just wait. I want to talk. Since we've been playing Pokemon since we were like little kids.
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing moment you've had with Pokemon. I'll start with mine. Is that there is in Platinum? It's the cave that's under the bridge that's completely dark. I
Mhm.
somehow got lost in that cave with the person following me, and I couldn't find my way out, and I couldn't use the escape rope because the person was following me, and I was in that cave for 2 hours until I had to restart my game because I was just like, I can't get out of this cave. I
Okay.
can't find the exit. I remember I started breaking down crying because I'm like, I have like a really good team that I liked. And I've played through like 3 times already by now. And so like I'm like, I'm just at the Elite Four, and then I reset the game. I was just like, I'm nope, I'm done.
All right,
That's,
so
that's
I
terrible.
have one. So the Pokemon Emerald game wasn't actually mine; it was my cousin's. And my cousin had, I think it was, he got Torchic instead of Trico, and he really wanted Trico, so I reset his game for him, and I chose Trico for him, but he was like halfway through the game already, and then at the time I didn't know, but he was probably really pissed off. He was like, "Oh, thanks for the Trico, Brandon."
um, I think I have a couple, but I think this one is the most embarrassing. So you know how like in Black and White, you could actually use video chat.
Wait, what?
You could like with a DSi at least. I think you could look it up.
I don't know
remember.
about video chat. I know that that's like the
No, I
first
don't.
game that they like introduced like online compatibilities and stuff like through
No.
like a bottom menu.
Wait, Pokemon Black and White to feature video chat, dubbed livecaster.
Yeah. That's what it was. I swear. I remember this specifically.
Okay.
And anyways, so Carson came over to my house one day, and I think I was like grabbing from my DS, and so I was like, "Shh, don't tell my mom." And I really want to try out the video feature. So me and Carson got on our DSs and we tried out the video feature. And as I was chatting with him, my mom came in the background of Carson's thing, was like, "Is that Landon?" And I was like, and I shut my DS. I got grounded again. This is when I was like in like second grade, I think.
Why is Landon on your DS, Carson?
Okay, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? Oh yeah, there's this one time that I was going through Pokemon Fire Red, and I was making my team based off of like the most like basic bitch Pokemon you could grab, like Pidgey, and then a Pikachu. And while I stayed in that forest for like an hour going for a Pikachu, I started breaking down crying because I couldn't find a Pikachu because he wouldn't fucking spawn. And then I finally found the Pikachu, and I'm like, wow, this guy sucks. But I still kept him on my team. I also used to name my old Pokemon after YouTubers I used to watch. I remember specifically I had a Pikachu called Chugga Conroy, and Infernape called Slim Kirby.
Okay, my thing is that I was never really big into nicknaming Pokemon. Like all these people like talk like, yo, I nicknamed my Pokemon this or I nicknamed that, and I'm just sitting here like, I like my Pokemon and their names, so I'm gonna keep them the same.
All right,
Okay.
as I alluded to a little while ago, probably like 3 minutes, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon remake. I don't think it's worth $60.
Wait, it's actually
I
$60.
think it's $60.
Wait, it's worth $60. Hold
That's
on, wait.
that's more expensive than it was on release for like the DS. It was like $40 for the DS.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see.
I'm looking at
It's
it up.
$60. It's $60.
Dude,
See, that's
Oh my
that's what I
god,
problem
it
with it.
is.
I,
that's a turn away.
I'd be fine if it was $40 because we're rebuying the same game, right? So it might as well be the same price. If
Dude,
it's
just make
updated.
it
Yeah.
20.
I would,
Yeah,
I,
make it.
mm.
I would say 30.
Yeah, I think I
Alright,
did that.
That's why I am not going to buy the game. I played the demo. The demo was fun, but I'm not paying $60 for a remake of a game I can get for like $12 on eBay.
Well, I also have my blue and my brother has red rescue teams, and so I'll just play on my DSi. Like actually, recently I did start another playthrough on my DSi.
Speaking of the red and blue one, I think it's so weird how they released one on the Game Boy Advance and one on the DS.
Well,
Wait,
they-
really?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because it was like it was the in between
Yeah, but it's
phase.
so weird.
They did that with the DS and the 3DS games. They did that for a while.
I think it's weird, dude. Like
I probably made him bank though.
it's like a big jump. It's like blue rescue team on the DS, and there's like the red one on the Game Boy Advance. It's like okay.
Well, actually, I think I could be wrong, but I think originally it was just like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and then it was just like Rescue Team, and they just like released it in like later ports, probably turned into Red and Blue. But I could just be rambling crap right now, and I
No,
probably
I
am.
think what happened. Let me look on Wikipedia. I think they released one and then released the other one a while after.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I might just be talking my ass though. Let me find it on Wikipedia.
Well, if you heard what I just said, I definitely was talking out of my ass. So,
Oh, also, did you know that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is made by the same people who make Danganronpa?
Yeah, I figured that one out.
I did not know that.
I was like, oh, sweet, because I played Danganronpa and I looked them up and I saw Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I was like, huh, that's weird.
Let's see.
What is
Uh,
it? Spike Chunsoft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, they weren't released a while. They were released at the same time. I just think it's weird.
I mean, Zelda, Twilight Princess was released on the GameCube and Wii basically at the same time.
Yeah,
They're
but
like what, like
the-
2 weeks
the-
apart?
Did they? What?
Well, because it was a launch title for the Wii because it released on the GameCube, and then it releases a launch title on the Wii like 2 weeks later. I think is what happened.
You're actually right.
What?
That's
Wait,
really
wait,
weird.
Are you calling me stupid? Well, I'm always right. What do you mean, Brandon?
Landon, I
Landon-
called you stupid
Landon's big brain.
repeatedly.
Yeah, I'm big brain.
Well, I guess my
Yeah.
brain must be fucking massive.
Mm,
Yo, we probably should get on and actually like instead of talking about all this other Pokemon stuff and talk about the big topic at hand that we were going to go off with.
Let me
Oh,
see.
yeah.
So let's. What time are we at? We're at 17. Yeah. So 40 minutes to talk about the rest of this. We're gonna talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I'm going to say it now. I wouldn't rank it as highly as the older games.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the main thing is that like I felt like if I didn't take so long to explore and like actually go for a shiny charm and stuff, I feel like I would have finished the game a lot sooner than I actually did.
No, we definitely would have,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Oh my, dude, we spent so much time trying to get those.
the Pokedex, yeah.
No, if we didn't, I heard people only had like 8 hours of gameplay time, and they just ran through the game.
Dude, if we were at like 20 hours and like both on the 5th gym and we're like, oh crap. But I kind of appreciate it though, because like I like the only like trailers I saw for the game were the ones officially released by Nintendo. And like 2 days before the game came out, like someone leaked like the whole dex, but someone like edited out all the new Pokemon from it. So I just like went through and saw like who made it and who didn't. And
Mhm.
I kind of played the game with completely blind to the new Pokemon, and like I think that like saved the game for me because I was like, whoa, these Pokemon are sick. Because for Sun and Moon, when the game came out, I already knew what every Pokemon was. Like I saw, I was like, oh, okay.
Actually, I think
Kinda like-
I think a more accurate
Yep.
playtime would probably be 15 hours, but that's still not that good of a playtime for Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's mostly filled with like filler stuff, like really bland storytelling.
I think,
Yeah.
and I think this was a test title, honestly.
I agree with Aaron on that one.
I
'Cause-
think it's both that, but also we have to get something out there because we need to increase our brand.
And also,
recognition.
they want that people are begging for a game on the Switch.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just
I'm gonna be
I wish
real.
they held
I'm gonna
back.
be real. For majority of stuff I saw from the Pokemon community, I realized like, yo, we getting all this crap from Nintendo. Like, we should like just let them do their thing. Because like,
Could you expand on that?
Yeah.
okay, so as the game's coming out, like they released like, yo, we're gonna like be cutting half the decks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and all that, and like everyone just started flipping out on them and stuff.
Yeah. I at first flipped out, but then I realized.
But then I
Okay.
also heard that the files got corrupted or whatever.
that was
I was
not
like,
real. That was not real.
No,
that was
that
actually fake.
that,
Okay,
that was fake.
well, yep, yeah, but I hate that like because like I said, Mighty and Lugia are my favorite. Lugia is coming back in the DLC, but like you know what? I want my boy
I
now.
have some
Hey.
choice opinions on the DLC. I was fine with Pokemon Sword and Shield until they released the DLC, until they like reveal the DLC.
Okay, I knew the DLC was coming, but $30
Or
for being
we'll save
Listen.
this for until later.
Whoa,
Save for a bit. Okay, yeah, let's talk. Okay, let's talk about the actual game. So let's start with Pokemon designs. I think
I think the Pokemon designs are pretty good at the beginning.
they did a brilliant job
at the
with the
beginning.
Pokemon
There's
design.
some really stupid ones.
Okay, we do not talk about Ice Cube.
I was about to
SQ
say
like
Ice
that.
Cube.
We do not talk
yeah.
about him like. Okay,
Hey.
let our like Ice Cube friend be fine. Okay.
Yeah. Do you know how long I spent in the frozen tundra trying to catch one of those things?
Do you know how
know
much I care?
Yeah, two shits. But like, I gotta rant for a second.
Okay,
Ice
listen.
Cube.
Listen, I was hyped from the game, and the moment they dropped that Dreadnought in the trailer, I was like, that thing's on my team, and that's gonna be this is my favorite Pokemon in the gen, and I was right.
I saw Alcream and I shat my pants.
Dude, I love Dreadnought. Dreadnought's probably my third favorite Pokemon. Dude. Name's Turtle Strike. I like turtles. Dreadnought comes out, it's like, yo.
I think the designs they have that are really good, but some of the designs they have are just really bad. Like that one new bug one. What was it?
Oh,
Orbeetle?
Orbeetle?
Not. Well, Orbeetle's final evolution was cool, but it was the first evolution. It looked stupid as hell.
Oh, okay. you're right.
Scatterbug? Yeah.
Scatterbug's stupid.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Okay. I think Choodle is pretty dumb, but I also think he's really cute at the same time.
I like Jewel. I mean,
Well, I'm also I'm on 17 or 1,700 eggs of Choodle, trying to get the shiny one. And
still no shiny.
dude, I just honestly, I just stopped for like a month, and I just recently tried to pick it back up, and I'm just like, this hurts.
I do think Sizzlepede's really cool though.
Oh yeah, I
for-
like
for sure.
Sizzlipede. Okay. Listen, like half the Pokemon you just listed, I like them, but like those are the only Pokemon I get in Gigantamax raids, and so then I hate them now because I always see them so much.
I hate Sizzlepede now, or whatever his evolution is, because all I see him in is the freaking the max rage. I can't stop.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
and then you never catch them either.
Okay, Brandon never catches any Gigantamax Pokemon, and it's hilarious.
It is.
Okay, I think
Stop making fun of me.
okay. What would we say our least favorite or least design favorite design wise Pokemon of this gen? And I'm gonna be real, it's Alcream's pre-revolution evolution. I don't like that at
No,
all.
well,
Milkream?
Milcery's
No.
animation's really cool though. The like the milk bubble bobbing in and out.
Oh
is
wait, you
really
know what?
smooth.
You know what?
I don't agree with that.
I actually wait. What's the teacup called? Poltergeist
Yeah,
or something?
Poltegeist.
Potty, dude.
I thought it was Poltegeist. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the first or the first evolution or its pre-evolution?
Dude, for both.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
he just looks stupid.
I saw that. I'm like, dude, this is the Klefki situation all over again. And I grew to like Klefki, so maybe in a year or two I'll come back and be like, you know what? That guy's kind of cool. But right now I'm just like, no, dude.
Personally, I like Poltergeist. I think it looks okay. I like the teacup part of it. That's it basically. If it weren't for the teacup, I would say it's pretty bad.
Who do you think the worst starter is? I think it's Sobble. Sobble looks stupid, dude.
Okay,
It's
listen.
Sobble. It's Sobble.
The reason why it's Sobble for me is that thing had so much potential.
It did. It could have been really cool.
And then we got the middle evolution.
And then you got the final
Okay,
evolution.
let's be real here. I think the middle evolutions are the weakest
Yeah.
in most recent times.
I think
The only
Raboots
one
is
that
really good. Raboots is a pretty good middle evolution.
I think the only one
Wacky
more
stupid.
disappointing is when Tepig went to Pig Knight.
Oh my god, I hated that.
No.
We're not
I
going
hate
to talk about that because that Pokemon has so much potential.
One Pokemon I thought got hyped way too much was Wooloo. Everyone was going crazy about Wooloo, and I was just like,
Yeah, everyone went
I'm like,
insane. for
it looks
Wooloo.
cute,
They're
but
like,
like, I don't
"Wooloo, Wooloo."
care.
Okay. Now listen, I get the hype for shiny Wooloo, but Wooloo's okay.
Dude,
That's-
Wooloo's the
that's
reason
my
why they
statement,
didn't want to add Mareep into
Yeah.
the game as another sheep Pokemon. They
Yeah.
put Wooloo in the game to write out Mareep, and that's what makes me mad. Cause I kind of
Yeah.
like Ampharos, and when you go
Dude.
like, "Yo, new sheep Pokemon, go take it or leave it."
Dude, I love Ampharos, honestly.
Landon, what's your least favorite Pokemon design in the new game?
The pre-evolution of Poltergeist, the other teacup. The teacup is stupid. I don't like it. It's literally a purple tea. That's it.
Dude, you just spilled the
Um,
tea, dude.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember because I have not touched Sword and Shield in about a month. So I gotta remember which ones I didn't like. Toxel. I didn't like Toxel.
Oh,
Dude, Toxel's. Wait, yeah, Toxel falls in Toxicity. Dude, that thing's adorable.
Okay, yeah,
It's like a tiny
stupid.
teddy bear.
I love Toxtricity. Toxtricity is probably my favorite Pokemon this gen, honestly. But Toxel, he looks like a derpy little bear. I like.
Dude, I hated how Grimmsnarl looked, and I was disappointed by Yamper's evolution.
Yeah,
Okay,
I kind of like
yeah.
Yamper.
I thought it could have been better. It could have been much better than just.
I like Yamper, but the
evolution.
Bolthound, I didn't really like Bolthound that much.
So what would you? So I don't know. I know I already say that I like Alcreme, but what would you guys say is your maybe like 3 top favorite Pokemon in this gen?
Oh, top 3.
Yeah.
Dreadnought, Colossal, and because I got for no reason within the first 3 routes I had my entire team, and I saw Colossal once I got to that I don't think it was the Fire Gym, I think it was the Rock Gym, and I was just like, dude, I want that thing. So Colossal, Dreadnought, Colossal, and I'm trying to think. Come back to me, dude. I gotta think which one I like more. There's 5, the 5 in my party. I can't choose right now.
I think I got mine in honorable mention. Actually, 2 honorable mentions. I like Alcreme, I like Hatterene, and I like Indeedee. My 2 honorable mentions is Surfetched and Appleton.
Okay, if we're gonna do it like that, so we
Okay.
got Dreadnought, Colossal. I actually really like Greedent.
The fat one.
Mm.
Wait, what,
Yeah.
Aaron, what was our joke name?
Dude,
For him?
oh, dude, what did we call him?
It was like Jose.
What?
Oh, Jose? No, no, dude, I can't remember what you said, but
Pablo.
no,
Ablo.
Hernandez.
It was Hernandez, dude. So me and Aaron were on a bus ride to an esports competition, and we found a Greedent, and Aaron kept running into them or something, and then Aaron was like, "I gotta catch him." I'm like, "You gonna catch Greedent's second removed cousin Hernandez?" And then I don't know why we thought it was funny, but then he killed Hernandez on accident. I think what was it, a critical hit or something?
Yeah.
And we were just disappointed. I think Aaron was mostly disappointed in himself. I was disappointed in Aaron. I think if even if Aaron did something even worse, he wouldn't be more disappointed than when he killed Hernandez.
Rip.
Yeah, that was a big group.
This is so sad.
Okay,
But-
so I got Dreadnought, Colossal, Greedent, honorable mentions are Real Bloom, and it's not Devil. What was the dude? I'm trying to think of what my party was.
I
I
also
just
like
like
Cinderace.
missing
Cinderace
one.
has a really cool attack animation.
Yeah, I really like
Let me,
Cinderace.
dude, let me put up my game real quick and find the one I'm talking about. 'Cause I
Alright.
can't think about it.
Okay, so I think I have some.
I bet you're gonna have Zigzagoon in yours. The Galarian.
Obstagoon. Yeah.
Obstagoon's
Dude,
the fifth
I
one.
love Obstagoon. He's on mine. But I say my favorite of this gen is probably Toxtricity. Obstagoon, as we obviously already mentioned. I really like Cursula, even though it one-shotted my
Sound like a real
fucking
edgelord
team.
over here.
Shut your mouth.
My name's Brandon. I like to cut myself, and I like black paint done.
Whoa.
Wait, Brand, do you remember when a Cursula wiped out my entire team?
Yes, it was funny. What was the one move it was using that kept raising its stats?
Ancient Power.
It raised its own stats by like 5 times in a row. I don't think that's a great chance of happening.
It's not.
It has a 10% chance of happening every time you use the move.
So Landon, got cucked by Cursula, so I'm glad he could patch things up with that Pokemon.
Yes. I like Frostmouth. I think that's really good. Surfetch.
Surfetch is really good. I like Surfetch.
I really like Surfetch.
You know what I hated this gen though? The
Hmm.
Meowth, Galar
Oh,
form.
Berserker.
You know what? Can we like actually go back on my earlier statement with the teacup? I kind of like I kind of just like wrote out the Meowth
It
new
was
like
so bad that you
11
just
form
blocked it
and
out of
like
your head.
Berserker. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
The Meowth looks like it could have been
why
good,
did
but
we
then
need
it went
another-
then it went to the Berserker. The Meowth looked
why
like it
did
could've
we
been
need
good.
like why did we need three versions of Meowth?
I think it's cool if they didn't have Berserker.
Yeah. No, because they didn't need Berserker. But they didn't need another form of Meowth.
I think it's cool having like a different version of Meowth in every like game because it's like a different cat breed or something. But
Yeah.
the Berserker is not a cat.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
dude.
definitely not.
Dude, Berserker looks like the homeless dude on the street.
It looks like if a gremlin was actually real.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, okay, we keep crap talking on the Pokemon. Let's go for the good stuff with the game. What? Anyone want to start with what they just like completely enjoyed?
There was nothing I enjoyed about
The
this game.
rivals are better.
No. Oh yeah.
Okay.
The music slapped.
I think
The music
Okay,
slapped.
music slap. Music
okay.
was good.
Music is really good.
I'm probably gonna
Now
play
listen.
some of the music, like very faintly behind the
Okay,
this.
so Hop is better than How
Yes.
by like 10 times.
Oh, for sure. Like he's
I-
the nice rival. But okay, listen.
I don't like
Hop-
Hop, but he's better than How. He's better than
Hop-
How.
I know what super effective moves do, dude. Okay.
He's like,
Please.
wow,
Wow, you
That-
killed my Pokemon
he's
in
like-
one shot.
wow, wow. We're still using super effective moves since the first battle. Wow.
I was still one-shotting How in like the Elite Four or whatever the gym with is at the end.
Yeah, dude.
I was too.
Dude, rivals are really good. Listen,
Bede.
I
love
think-
Bede.
I think the okay.
I like Marnie too.
I
Marnie's
really
nice.
like the wild area. I
the-
thought they
I do
did a
too.
they did a really
no,
good job with the
alright,
wild
here's
area.
I thought the wild area was great, but there's things that could have been improved. The second part of the wild area felt really bland to me.
Yeah, I agree with
The
that.
first part
But-
was really nice. It was like a bunch of different cool stuff. They could have worked on Pokemon animations out in the wild, and some of the stuff looks really stupid out in the wild, like the PS2 trees. People were like, "Oh, stop making a big deal about the trees." Those trees look horrible.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. What about let's? I think camping is very an underrated feature.
I love camping. It gives. A
I
better way
like
to,
camping.
That's where all the animations went. And I can tell
And I-
because I've been playing with Alcream, and Alcream's animations walking up to you really slowly
Okay.
is really cute.
Listen. Okay. I love the videos and short clips of people with like using their Gengars that are like talking like Gardevoir and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Gengar really out here trying to impress and messing up and stuff like that. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with the camping. I hope they add more stuff with it.
Because I really did like the camping. I was sad they got rid of super training though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Super Train is pretty broken.
It was. That's why I'm sad they got rid of it. But
I don't feel like-
thought it was fun.
Did you guys like use the jobs that much?
I completed every job request.
I don't think I used it towards the beginning and then I kind of just like stopped.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's what I
Over like my 10
Some
days
to gain experience,
of playing
that was
the
it.
game, right? Every day I just put the Pokemon on, and then it wasn't 10 days, it was more like a month of playing the game. I put the Pokemon on for a day. They come back, I get whatever the experience, and then I just put more Pokemon on it. It really did not add anything, but it didn't take anything away. So
yeah.
you want to talk about the raid battles?
Yeah.
I-
Okay.
Okay,
I like them.
It's a good idea.
I like the
I don't
raid
think they-
battles.
I don't think
Fuck
they did it
Soul
really
Rock.
well. I don't think
Fuck
they-
Soul
I
Rock.
don't think they did it really well. I think it's a good idea. Multiplayer. The multiplayer could have been worked on. There's some weird stuff about like the people just like, like when you're like talking to someone on Discord and it's like, that's what people look like, but when they're moving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about that part of the wild area.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think because I don't think they dedicated servers for it.
I know, but they could have at least had an AI that made it look smooth. Like fake players, like the players are actually in the game and it follows their movement. But if it can't capture their movements, it does some fake shit that makes it look good. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
yes.
Also, they need to add stronger Pokemon for the AI, because I'm tired of getting like a fucking Togepi when I have like my level 100.
Dude, Solrock, Rock Polish, and Cosmic Power, and then it dies. Doesn't do
Alright.
anything.
Are you talking about the AI Pokemon?
Yes, it's the Solrock dude. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think the gyms were really good near the beginning, but they started like petering off towards the end. Like the
Yeah.
challenges were really cool. Like the grass one where you had to like round up all the sheep and stuff, or the
Yeah, it felt like old. It felt like the
Yeah.
old games gyms and
or,
stuff.
or the ghost
Yeah.
gym where you had to play like a pinball game.
Yeah.
I don't think you had that, Aaron. What,
Oh,
what
yeah,
was
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
we did.
Aaron, you
They
didn't
had,
have
they had
that.
a fight. They had a fighting type equivalent.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. I don't think
All
we
the
explained
games
this,
were the
but
same. They were just
me-
reskinned.
yeah, me and Brandon had Shield. Aaron had Sword. I don't think we explained that.
Oh yeah.
Also, shield
Mhm.
dog better than sword dog. Sword dog can go cut itself.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
it
know,
has a
no.
sword
Actually,
bullet.
I'm starting to like Sword Dog better than Shield Dog.
I mean,
Zacian, my boy.
Zacian dumb.
Okay.
But you
Zacian
know who's
looks
dumber?
cool.
Eternatus looks like if you grabbed like a broken file from a PS1 game and put it into the game. It's just a bunch of polygons.
Yeah.
It's the Polygon
Yeah.
Fighting Team from Smash 64. They didn't bring it back,
Yeah.
so they brought it back in Pokemon.
No. Okay. Why isn't Eternatus' Gigantamax form been added yet?
I
Or
don't know.
maybe-
It's probably get something in the DLC for it, which I think is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's talk about
I
more of the
said-
bad stuff now.
Okay. We're gonna go off. No, we're not gonna talk about national decks and that stuff.
Well, I'm gonna
We-
make a quick rant
We
about it.
all
but
understand. We all
it-
understand it was
will
a bad
be,
idea.
It'll be at
remo-
the end. It'll be at the end where I make a
Okay.
rant about it.
That's fine. Okay. Bad stuff. I thought the routes were lackluster.
Here's the thing. The
Yeah.
wild area was really good. The routes sucked.
The routes were
Yes, it
honestly
sucked.
very straightforward. Like there wasn't like any off paths or like you could go like this
No.
way and then go this way and
What are
then
you talking
still end
about?
up the same place.
Route 1, you go to the right and you end up in the
Yeah.
same place, bro.
Yeah. Route 1 has like a curve.
Dude,
Most of the routes though were a straight path. There was nothing about them.
Yeah, I know.
I'd
Like there'd be
rather-
like the
I'd rather have one
okay,
wild
wait,
area
there was
and
the
more
desert.
routes.
No. Desert route. The desert one, the desert route where you get the fossil Pokemon stuff. That one was
Oh,
actually
that
that
one's
one-
good. That one's really good.
yeah, that
because
was
like
good.
they had like the off area you could walk off to, and then you had the right. But like a thing that I miss that they kind of started straying away from as they got into the later games is like, do you know like with Gen 5 where like you would have the main route and then underwards you couldn't see in sight, but like there was these broken paths you can go through and where you would end up finding like the sword,
Wait, are
like,
you
the
talking
sword legendaries and stuff.
Are you talking about like Hingarada? Oh wait, no. You're talking about just like random routes. There just be like the path there.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
just
you
a
could get-
random route that
Yeah,
leads
those
to
are-
like some random
That's what
cave.
Pokemon's. I think that they paid too much attention to the wild area.
I think that's something they might. That I feel like that's something they want to include when they go into the wild area for the like DLC. Because if you look at the DLC wild area,
It looks cool.
They have
it looks
they
really
have a
cool.
bunch of like random paths and stuff and like different things. I'm
The
really looking forward to
this
that.
is only from what we see. It's still March 6th, 2020. We do not know everything about the
DLC.
DLC yet.
That's true.
Yeah, but from the one trailers I saw, like I saw a lot of improvements. I think they're like just. I feel like for the first one, it looks like they're just going full all in on the wild area and just making a giant open map.
Do you want to talk about the Pokemon Sword and Shield drama? Like what everyone was complaining about?
Huh? Oh, are you
Like-
talking about just the
I-
national decks or
Not
just like how
national decks.
the game?
There's a lot of things too.
Oh, everything.
Like,
There was
give us an
the-
example to start going off of.
The character animations, the battle animations, only for the newer Pokemons looked good. The other ones still look like crap. They put all the animation work into the camp, which I guess is fine, but like it's like, why?
People underappreciate the camp a lot.
Yeah.
I also feel like they should have gotten rid of Mega Evolutions instead of Dynamaxing. It's like, yeah, Dynamaxing is cool, but Gigantamaxing is just Mega Evolutions and growing bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
I like how they gave Dynamax as like a thing like, yo, every Pokemon can do it. You don't have specific ones but then they gave like Gigantamax and that's basically Mega Evolution and Z moves combined. And it's like, whoa.
It's like, come on. Like, no,
It's like-
that's what I think is dumb about Dynamaxing. All the moves did the same thing. I didn't like
Okay,
Z moves.
also-
I did not like Dynamaxing moves. Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, the fire thing does the same thing as the other fire move.
Okay, listen. One thing is that I did a little bit of competitive thing. In Dynamaxing, you can play around it, but for the most part,
It's
like,
if the opponent
whatever
Dynamaxes, you
Pokemon
Dynamax.
Dynamaxes first, and if they knock off a stray target, like most times when you're Dynamaxing a Pokemon, it's going to be able to one hit something right away, and I kind of don't like that.
Like, it's a good
but,
idea, but they don't do it really well.
Yeah, they really don't.
Because all it does is just like double health, and your attacks do a lot more damage and
That
stuff.
wasn't like about double damage as well.
No,
The- the-
it's just doubling health.
Hmm.
That's all it does. Well, if you can say double damage because some of the moves that are like 40, like 80 power will go to like 140, like 150, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are the bad stuff? There's the national.
Well,
Dex
we've
game.
already talked about the rat.
The national
Okay.
Dex has. I'm gonna talk about when it comes to the DLC because there's something in the DLC that really irks me.
Okay, I think with the national Dex is that
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
I think they ran out of time, and instead of giving us an actual
explanation.
explanation, they're kind of like, "Yo, we just don't like." They're like, "Yo, we're just gonna cut it half and like not give you really big information on why we did it."
What do you mean? They said it was balancing issues.
Listen,
Yeah, but
I
they.
think, I
Oh,
think,
listen,
I think it's a
I've
good,
been playing
I think it's a good
attention to
idea.
VGC, and they're re-releasing Pokemon that I think they're just going random. I am like 90% sure you can just like use Pokemon from home over, and certain Pokemon are already legal. Because like, okay, listen, I haven't touched home and brought things over yet because I also don't have bank.
Oh, Landon.
Can you
after
Can you
Arizona,
bring?
talk about your home experience?
Oh yeah, my Pokemon home experience.
Okay,
That
so
was
do we have
dumb.
national decks? Can you bring non-national decks Pokemon into the game?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, okay, so are people just using file stuff to get all the ones that aren't in the game, like and doing their file stuff?
I would get. I would.
Or
assume
is
so.
Bulbasaur and Squirtle allowed in?
No, Bulbasaur and Squirtle are no, they're allowed in. They're in the game.
Like you can
Yeah,
bring them
but-
from home into the thing.
Oh yeah, you
I'm-
probably can. I think that's the main drawing point of home right now is that you can bring in certain Pokemon right now, like some legendaries and the starters, like the Hoenn, not the Hoenn, the Gen 7 starters from Sun and Moon, and you can bring in the Gen 1 starters as well.
I think you're right. I don't know for sure though. Again, we didn't do our research on this at all. This is mainly just rumors, so don't
Yeah,
believe what
I-
we say.
I just had-
no.
Because the thing
You
is that
probably
with
trust
home,
me though because I was deep in that Pokemon stuff. I was looking through all that stuff. I know a lot about the drama and stuff and like all the DLC stuff.
the thing is I have to buy bank, and I haven't really. I've kind of waited until DLC comes out, and I'm gonna buy bank,
Okay.
and then like get home, and then do all that stuff.
Okay. Oh, so I actually bought bank and I have home, so I can rant about my experience about home. So I first got home on my phone. It took a day to download because it said the files got corrupted or something. Then I finally got on
Oh,
home.
Landon,
and it's-
before you continue, could you send me a picture of what you have yesterday? I'll like pop it up on the screen or something so they can see what you're talking about, like your weird Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Anyways, so I get on, and you know, it says like you can select your starter Pokemon. I select my starter, and as soon as I hit it, it says, oh, the game needs to update. So I update the game again, and then I get on, and then it makes me select my starter Pokemon again. Hit my starter Pokemon. I now have 2 starter Pokemon, and so then I try to click on one, and my game just like crashes whenever I click on the Pikachu. But if I click on the Bulbasaur, then it shows that the Bulbasaur is in Japanese, but it says in English, and also it says it's shiny and has Pokerus.
Is it Pokerus removed from Sword and
I
Shield?
don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
Why would they
like
remove Pokerus? Like it's like so like non like essential stuff.
Yeah, I just thought they removed it.
I gotta find
Oh,
the picture.
I don't like. Okay, listen, I don't like the time exploit stuff. I know that it's been a thing for all the games, but I
You
feel
mean,
like it's
you
really
mean-
bad
you
for
mean-
this
you mean
game.
people like exploiting the time to get different Pokemon?
No, not. Oh, but that
or,
and like
or you mean the Pokemon being spread out like due to the weather?
All right.
I actually don't mind the weather thing.
I think it's annoying when a Pokemon only has like a 5% chance to spawn in a certain weather condition that you only get once a month.
Okay, are we talking about Gloomy?
Droppa
we're-
and Gloomby.
we're-
Yes.
Yes, those.
Yeah, okay. That I do find annoying. The more exploits I'm talking about are the ones with the dens. like how you can infinitely farm shiny Gigantamax Pokemon by just resetting the den before it ends, and it'll pop right back up, and you can go back in and try again.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's more the thing I'm talking about. That's like minor things.
Yeah.
I think we're about nearing the end on squeezing out Pokemon Sword and Shield stuff, unless you guys
Yeah.
have any other complaints.
No,
Um,
I'm going. Well, we have to just go to our next thing. I'm just gonna give my rating. I'm gonna say out. We're going to do it out of 100.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it like honestly. I'm gonna say like 77%, like 77. I really enjoyed the game. I like the designs. I like how they're going with it. I think in the future that it's gonna have more potential and more stuff. I just hope they wait a year. I don't want another Pokemon
Yeah.
game until next November. I
I-
don't want one until 2021 at the earliest. I don't want.
I want them to wait until
Yeah.
they have a actually complete game.
Hey. Yeah.
Because what
No,
ends up happening is that Pokemon goes through phases that like they used to go through phases like they'll game 2-3 year break, game 2-3 year break.
Now it's just
And
game,
like
game,
for the
game,
last
game,
couple
game,
of
game.
years, we've gotten like game. Like here, I'm gonna look up the release
And the
dates
quality's been
because
dipping. The quality's been dipping.
No. They release a game every 2 years. It's been game, 2 years, game, and it's been
Isn't
new
like
game, 2
and then,
years,
like, maybe a
remake.
spin-off in there.
No. It's
no, they
a
stopped
game.
doing spin-offs.
No, they stopped doing spin-offs. It's game, remake, or
Well, speaking of
like-
spin-offs, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon did get a remake, so a spin-off remake.
That's not a remake.
Spin-
Oh wait,
spin-off
that was a remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. But no, my whole big thing is that I'm gonna say I did not enjoy Sun and Moon at all. I didn't see like any replayability. I just thought the
much
game
either.
dragged on, and like I didn't even really like the mons or like the story that much. I think Sword and Shield, its story and like cutscenes, I really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed like a lot of the other stuff, like added like game mechanics, certain things like the bikes, like breeding,
Oh, I know you like breeding.
wild area.
I know you like breeding, Aaron.
Okay, besides the shiny rate, I got a shiny. Dude, I'm 5'12" and I've still hatched like 600, 700 eggs, so it's like to me. But
Oh my god.
I very much enjoyed the game. I think the big reason why I enjoyed it so much more is I kind of, if I was a kid and playing this game, I would love it, and
We would
it'd
all
probably
enjoy
just
it.
like my platinum, and I would have just like, because my thing is like I don't really hate Pokemon games. It's more like I just don't enjoy them as the others. And I think what killed Sun and Moon for me compared to Sword and Shield is that Sun and Moon, I was just very into spoilers and just wanting to know everything about the game and what's coming out. So when like came, like I was like, I already know this is
Aaron,
a thing.
before you
Like,
go
I
on,
did
though.
this.
What about the picture mechanic, bro? Didn't you like the taking pictures in Sun and Moon? And then posting them to the internet, you get those little funny comments like 7 out of 10, too much water.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Dude,
Okay,
okay.
IGN.
Those were
Okay.
fucking. I hate them. I hate them.
Okay, closing statement with it. So I think the big thing is that what I made this game very enjoyable was avoiding spoilers, going into the game like it was when I was a kid, not looking anything up until I got past the post game. Stuff like that just made it feel like it's a game when I was a kid, and I think that's why I really enjoyed it a lot more because it just felt like, yo, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of running through this stuff. And I think that's probably why I enjoyed the game a lot.
You know, I agree with Aaron on that point because I kind of did the same thing as what you did, Aaron. I didn't really like,
Well, Aaron, before you
look
go
up
on,
any.
what's your rating out of 100?
Oh, I would say probably 80. I would rate this an 8 out of 10. I'll just go with, but I really did enjoy this game, honestly. Like, I liked Sun and Moon, but after playing this, I realized how like flawed and how bland and boring Sun and Moon were. Like, the routes are just straight paths.
The only good part about Sun and Moon was Lily's dialogue, but that's also because she was like one of the only main characters. They took all
Yeah.
they took all of the like personality from Hao and put it into Lily.
Okay, but I think
Yeah.
that's one thing that they learned with Sun and Moon is that like you can do like they did the story a lot better in this game and gave us old Pokemon stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to newer stuff in the future.
Yeah, the
Hey,
one that
I'm
comes
looking
out
forward
4
to
years later.
Gen 4 remakes. Gen 4 remakes.
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
mining's gonna come back.
Dude, people need to chill with Gen 4 remakes. I'm just gonna say that real fast. Like, dude, the remakes will come when they will.
No, yeah, on every single Pokemon
Aaron,
YouTube
don't test
video
me.
I
I can't wait till mining comes back. I'm itching right now.
Okay,
right?
like let's like okay here. I'm gonna do some quick math. When Pokemon Red come out, 1998. When did Fire Red come out? What was it, like 2004? That's 6 years. Okay, what's Crystal or Silver?
Well, it's about like a 6 to 10 year wait, yeah.
Well, technically, Pokemon Red came out in 1996 in Japan, didn't it? So technically,
Yeah,
it
so
was like,
it's like 8 years.
yeah.
So technically, if we're gonna go on that standpoint, we kind of are due for a Gen 4 remake. But the thing is, they also gotta realize the reason why we're getting Gen 3 remakes now is that like there's gotta be gaps between them. Like if we're like we're
It's been
like
12
if
years
we're
since
already
Gen 4. Like, even the
yeah
latest
actually
one.
come. Wait, what did, yeah, no, it's been a while actually.
2008 was when it
But like
released.
the
September
thing is
13th.
that
Yeah.
like they need to slow it down because what they did with Black and White and like making like entirely new game and fixing their errors of Black and White with Black and White 2. That
Yeah.
like if you think about if we get Gen 4 remake, okay, then people are gonna be calling for Gen 5. And that's
I
in
don't
3
think they're
years.
gonna be calling for Gen 5 that quick. I think Gen 4
No.
had a lot of problems that Gen 5 fixed, and Gen 4 is like really slow overall. And I think people just rather have a
Okay,
Gen
yeah.
4 remake.
I think Platinum fixed a lot of the problems of Gen 4, and then
5 made it much better.
Gen
and-
5.
Yeah.
Okay, let's let Landon have his closing statement before because we like completely
Yeah,
cut him off.
because that was another close statement. They're like, oh, hold on, Lane. Before you go on, but shut up.
No.
I don't even know what I was in the middle about. Anyways, I think I was in the middle of hating on Sun and Moon. But yeah, I play this game, and honestly, it reminded me. I hadn't felt this way about Pokemon games since like Gen 5. I don't know. I feels like they more focus on just like fun this time, if that makes any sense. Like I had a lot of fun exploring the world they created, and I also had a lot of fun battling and seeing all the new Pokemon and animations. It really did remind me of Pokemon like in like Gen 4 or Gen 5, honestly.
Is that it?
Did you want me to say more?
No, I was just asking 'cause, I'm gonna give my opinion.
Oh,
Uh,
go right ahead.
Out of 100, I'd rate it like a 70. I wouldn't say it's bad, but well, think about it. If a 0 is a game I wouldn't touch, and 50 is a game that I think's like I'll play, and
It's just-
and
it's just-
100 is a game that I'll play a lot. If I were to actually rate it towards that, it'd be more like a 66, like a game that I'd like to play, but I'd play a little more like every now and then. If that's my rating scale. Problems I had with the game was there's some weird pacing issues where like some of the gyms were like back to back to back. Where there's something where it was like it was going really quick, then it got really slow for some reason, and then it got normal paced. I don't know what that was all about, or maybe that was just my playthrough. The second half of the wild area felt very unneeded. What else? There's the raid battles. The raid battles could have been done better. It was this should just stuck with like Z moves and mega evolutions, and like just like I don't know, improvising that. The Pokemon designs were good, but some of them were really lackluster. Like the bug Pokemon, for example. There's among other things. I was disappointed about the Dex cut, but then I realized it'd like create a more honed in experience where it's like, oh, we can theme this this region around stuff. So we're gonna add, let me think. We'll add Bidoof to the Ireland part because I don't know, groundhogs or something. But this directly leads into the DLC, which we're going to talk about, and then we're going to close after our ratings out of 100. I thought it was okay that they cut the decks because it was a more honed in experience, like I said previously. Whereas like, all right, they tailor crafted this for us, where there's certain Pokemon that improves the experience. But then now we're gonna get into the DLC, guys. So you guys can keep talking again.
Okay, so
No. Before
okay.
Pokemon DLC, I thought it was cool, and then they said they were gonna add so many more Pokemon back, and then I got pissed. You can't remove the Pokemon that we had in previous games and then expect us to pay money for those Pokemon. Oh, you can just trade them over. No. You can trade them over, but it's like, why can't you just add them in the regular game, but you're going to make us pay to catch them in the new game? That's stupid.
Okay, so going off that, that's actually how it's been for every game though. You don't have to. They've made it that you do not have to buy the DLC to get the Pokemon that are released with the DLC.
But they could have waited. You know how quick the DLC was announced after Pokemon Sword and Shield's launch.
Dude, we didn't get until like December, January.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's still so quick. The game should be able to be replayed like much longer.
Okay.
They should have.
Yeah,
They
like-
should announce DLC a year after. Not. It was like what? When was Pokemon Sword and Shield?
That's just the nature of games how they've been. Because if you
Yeah.
think about it, every time they do their their third party, we're basically getting a third game installment for half price and a year after. It's kind of like normal. Like they're literally doing what they did with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh, I hated Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Better?
I got really pissed at that.
Yeah.
And cheaper. Like
They re-released the games for $40, and then they just added like, oh, you can get shiny Pokemon easier.
Okay.
Suck my cock, Game Freak.
Okay, Brand, you said earlier about how the DLC was like announced too early. I mean, Zelda announced this DLC about 3 months after
They added a motorbike.
it happened.
What do you expect? Pokemon's adding the rest of their cast. Zelda's big DLC, the second part, it came out like a long time afterwards. The first part was just a
Yeah.
motorbike.
yeah, but that's also Zelda's like the amount of stuff they put to Zelda to this Pokemon game is drastic. Like that's not a comparable thing.
You're right,
Alright,
but
You
Another
gotta compare it
problem
to
I
how
have-
past Pokemon
but-
games are.
Another
but I'm just saying. I was trying to compare it to like a regular first-party Nintendo game.
Well, another problem I have is with the pricing. I feel you shouldn't have to pay $30 for both parts of DLC for Sword and Shield. I feel you should be able to choose which version you want for your game, because I don't want to be stuck with top hat, stupid ass looking psychic dude instead of hot girl who has poison type. I'm pissed. I want Sword now. I'm sorry. I hated the Sword dog, but now I want Sword because the freaking DLC looks stupid because of Avery. I hate Avery. Avery's stupid.
Well, yeah, but they can't do that. They make game exclusives. They're just gonna give the same thing.
Well, what are you
So,
like?
I think
I want
the
Pokemon,
reason-
Pokemon Shield, but I want the Sword DLC. Okay, cool, but you can't add any more DLC to your game. All right, I'm fine with that. But no, they're like, no.
So-
If you want it, you have to buy the other game, and then you have to buy the DLC for the other game if you want to play with the other trainer.
I mean, that's just how it's been for every game.
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
That's just been a right problem with Pokemon for a while now, honestly.
Pokemon has a lot of
Okay,
problems.
now the reason why I like the DLC is because listen, when I was playing Soul Silver and I figured out I didn't play Silver, I didn't know all this. When I found out I could go to the Kanto region, I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" I'm like, "This is hyped." And then now it's like, "Yo, we're gonna get like a half region." Well, actually, if you think about both, we're probably gonna get another full region basically. Because they're going to be releasing new Galarian forms, they're going to be releasing new Pokemon, and they're going to give us our old ones in like a half pack. And then they're going to do the same thing with the new one, and then they're going to release all the legendaries in a new set of like how I'm okay. See, my thing is I'm more hyped for the one in the fall because I feel like they are going to be adding a lot of stuff that's going to be really cool. I got to see how I feel like the one in the summer is going to be more like, yo, we're gonna give you something simple, show you like this is what we're planning on doing at DLC, and then when the winter fall hits, they're gonna give us this other ones. Like, whoa, this is kind of cool. I personally, I'm really enjoying the game, like what the DLC and what they're talking about for the future is. Cause I just like how the direction they're taking it is.
I just feel it's a little weird for like us to complain about half the decks being cut and then us feeling satisfied because Game Freak's like, it's fine. They're definitely not. The Game Freak said they're definitely not coming back. We can't add them in the new game. And then
Okay, I see what your thing
yeah,
is.
they-
Oh
they're
yeah.
like-
I saw it.
They
they're
did
like- they're
promise that
we're
there
adding
would
them in the
not
new.
be
We're adding
DLC.
them back to the new game, guys. You got to pay $30 for them. No,
No,
you
no,
said
no.
you weren't gonna add
They
them.
said they said no DLC. So I guess that is a thing.
Yeah, they
But
did.
I
say
also want I understand now that they're remaking DLC and they're like showing. I understand why because you even said it earlier, like the thematic of the game. They wanted to, yo, for this section of the game, these are the thematic Pokemon we want in it. Now for this section of the game, we want these.
And now for this section of the game, we're gonna add all the other Pokemon you guys wanted. So
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't. I still don't think
they're not
they've
gonna add all
only
the
said
Pokemon,
200.
But
Like
they're
we're
adding
still
a
gonna
good
be
chunk.
missing. Like we're gonna be missing still like a quarter of the Pokemon still.
Well, what are we gonna be missing? Sunkern.
My boy Mighty Ina. I'm telling you right now, my boy Mighty
Landon, don't you
Ina.
dare say I personally prefer Sunkern over like Charizard or something.
Listen, Mighty Ina, Slackeen,
God damn
and
it.
oh, dude, there's another one I really like. Oh, and Staraptor. They're not getting in this. Listen,
Slacken's pretty sick though, not gonna lie.
but they're not gonna get in it. I can guarantee. I'm gonna make the prediction right now. Those 3 Pokemon are not gonna be in the DLC.
What
Those
if they're
three-
all?
I'll be so
well,
sick.
what if they're
Then
all?
I'm gonna
three
be
in?
super hyped, and I'm not gonna take back the word I said here because I'm sorry. The majority of the community, not the Staraptor part, but majority of the community, like it's like a very low fraction that actually like Mightyena and Slackeen. They're like, yo, those are cool mons. They're not my favorite,
Well,
but like,
Liam actually likes both of them, doesn't he?
Oh, I think I don't know
I
what
think Liam's
Liam
favorite
likes.
actually is Mighty Anna.
yeah, no,
Oh
but,
yeah, his favorite is Mighty Anna because I remember making fun of him one time.
Wow.
but yeah, no, I'm just like, wow, making fun of someone because their favorite Pokemon. That's a real dick move.
No. It was
Yeah,
we made a
wow,
furry. We made a fur.
wow,
We made a furry joke about it. We're like
wow,
furry,
man.
furry.
Wow.
You were doing it too.
You
I
can,
remember
make, you can
this.
make you
You
can
have
make
no
that about
proof.
any
Landon, you
Pokemon.
have
I
no
don't know what you're
proof.
talking about.
I don't have any proof. I just
I want cold, hard evidence.
I pull out an audio
but
clip.
yeah, I did make fun of Liam for liking Mighty Anna, but that's besides the point.
Listen, I like the DLC. I watched it with Landon during school, and we were both like, "Yo, what the heck?" It was like in between Overwatch matches. Like, no, we were
Oh,
getting
yeah.
hyped for that.
Yeah, I remember that. We were in the esports room.
Yeah, no, we were getting hyped for that, dude.
Dude, no, wait, Aaron, have you noticed this? Every time a new Nintendo Direct comes on, we always watch
Dude,
it together.
we're next to get.
Well,
Dude,
it's always at the same time. It's like 3 in the morning, dude.
no, dude,
No.
when they dropped the one for when they announced Hero and Banjo for Smash at E3, Landon and I were working together and we watched it in between shit. Like he would go up to the lifeguarding chair and then one of us would keep watch on the screen to inform the other what happened when we switch.
Yeah.
I just wish I had Clara over Avery, like in the Pokemon Sword and Shield like expansion pass.
Okay, waifu guy, chill
Okay.
out.
Listen,
Put your pitchforks away.
listen. I'm not gonna say I'm not begging for a waifu, but I think Avery just looks stupid. He has long hair and he has floating Pokeballs around his top hat.
Okay, wait. What? Okay, what do we think though about Galarian Slowbro and Slowkeen
I think he looks alright.
being DLC exclusives though? Galarian forms.
I don't think they should have done that, but what are we gonna do?
Because those are actually DLC exclusives. Because I'm pretty sure you can't get the items to evolve them
Yeah, no, you can't get the items to evolve them. They specifically said that.
unless you
Yeah,
get it's from the DLC. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I am in the
Oh,
DLC.
here's one thing.
okay,
Here's
there's one topic. Okay, you go real quick.
Here's one thing I hope they let us do. So you know how our normal starters cannot Gigantamax whatsoever.
Okay, I
know-
do agree with what you're about to say.
I
Yes,
don't,
yes.
I don't want them to make us get rid of our start. Like, let's say they let us get a new starter. I don't want to get rid of my old starter just so I can get a starter that Dynamax. I want them to add an item that I can use on only a starter specifically, so that they can learn how to Dynamax.
Listen,
or Gigantic.
we're,
Yeah.
I can tell we're all three the type of people is that like, listen, when we're going through our main game, we don't care about IVs and EVs or anything, our natures. We catch the Pokemon, and those are the ones we want to use for our adventure. If we do it later and get all that crap,
Like,
we'll
I
do
don't
that
want,
later.
I don't want a new Score Bunny. I want to use my old Score Bunny, but the new Score Bunny can Gigantamax. It's like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like my thing is, you can look at my game. I have my main team section and I have my competitive team section. I have in my team section, my main team, I got my original Dreadnought. And my competitive, I have my competitive Dreadnought and my Gigantamax Dreadnought. I have them in separate categories. And I have a tradition that I've started with Sun and Moon that when I'm training up Pokemon for competitive, I use my main 5, plus 1. That's what I do like always. Because for some reason my brain's like, yo, I'm a Pokemon master. I'm loyal to the first ones I catch.
Yeah, that's how I am,
Like,
honestly.
I swear,
Little rant.
if they make us, I want them to add an
I-
item where it makes.
No, I won't have a
Gigantic.
Gigantamax Riolu.
Yeah,
I'll get something else.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll get another one.
I'll get a giant.
I'll
I'll get a Gigantamax Riolu. I'm not gonna replace my Cinderace.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go get a Gigantamax Cinderace. Yeah, no. all that.
Yeah, no. I'll get a Gigantamax. What is it? Like Sobble, and I'll get a Gigantamax. Rillaboom. I mean, not Rillaboom. I mean Cinderace. But I won't get a Gigantamax Rillaboom because I like the one that I have.
Yeah, no, you can't replace them.
I think
No.
Pokemon knows this. They know that we
He's
want to keep our
precious.
Pokemon because the camps literally.
Dude,
have
there's
fun
a
with your
reason
Pokemon.
why. Listen, don't forget. There's a reason why they also added, like in every game since forever,
Like a
that if you
Pokemon
bring
NA,
Pokemon
right?
from a last game, you can get a certificate because, like, yo, you brought this. Like, there's a big certificate that if you breed a Pokemon from the original Emerald, because that's like the first, like,
Yeah,
because you
I
can't
saw
buy
a
red
video where he's like getting all certificates
Like,
and badges. It was
yeah,
really
you
cool.
could get a big certificate from taking a Pokemon from Emerald to Alpha Ruby and Alpha
And
Sapphire.
it's dedication, and that's crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
like some people are dedicated. Listen, I'm telling you right now, all the Mighty Enas I have in my past game, I would drop if I can find my Sapphire game, hook it up to a DS, and transfer it through the games. I will use the Mighty Ena, Gardevoir, Swampert, and all that stuff I have on my Sapphire game. I would transfer over in a heartbeat and use those.
Well, I don't know if I do that because they probably glitch out like Landon's Pokemon Home, and you'd never be able to retrieve them again.
No.
Something that made me sad-
I eventually solved it, so we're good.
What made me sad though is that when I was like going from Platinum to Black, I was setting a bunch of Pokemon. I ended up losing my White game, and so I lost like a lot of my Pokemon I had like originally, and that made me really sad as a kid.
Rip. I recently found my Black game the other day, and I was I'm playing it. So
Yo, so it's time to do our closing and do an outro.
What was-
Closing
there might have
time.
been something else I wanted to talk about. What was it?
Actually, wait, I want to talk about something real
Yeah, no,
quick.
we need
I
to talk
gotta
about the
go
new
soon.
Pokemon they showed. The
I
new
was just
Pokemon.
about to talk about. I was just about to say that we need to talk
Urshifu.
about the new. I see. I kind of like adding. I like they did. They did it with whatchamacallit in Sun and Moon.
yes,
like-
I love whatchamacallit.
The,
Yeah, it's my favorite
the
Pokemon.
electric tiger. I never actually learned its name. I just know they did it,
Zeraora.
Zoroark, yeah.
and it got leaked or whatever. I really like them doing that because they've been doing that since like Gen 5. Like Zora, and Zoroark, you like couldn't get them in like Darkrai. You got them like after the fact, and they were added into the game. And I thought those are.
Wait,
I think that's sick.
you know what's crazy is that Zora and Zoroark weren't they the first Pokemon shown for Black and White?
Yeah, well,
I don't think so.
Hey,
No,
hey,
I swear they were.
I'm looking at the Pokemon website, and each DLC says Part 1, and each thing says new Pokemon. So are they gonna add like 100 in the first one and 100 in the second one?
Oh yeah, that might be no, because remember,
No, we're not gonna-
no,
We'll get like 10 new
no,
Pokemon.
yeah, because like
Actual new. We'll get like 10
Oh.
new Pokemon and maybe like 5 new Galarian forms. We're not
No,
gonna
yeah.
get. We're not
Yeah,
getting
but-
100 new,
No,
and they're gonna give
I
us.
I meant the
No,
old
no,
ones
no.
included. Like, are they
Yeah,
gonna split
yeah.
up between the two?
yeah, no,
Um,
because
I think we'll
because
get like
Slowpoke-
10% each. I think we'll get 10 new Pokemon, like 5 Galarian forms, or 5 or 6 Galarian forms.
Honestly,
the
I
rest
think
will-
I think the DLC looks
Pokemon.
better than the main game.
Yeah.
I think you're right, honestly.
Well, because I think they know how to do it now, and so they're gonna do it better.
Yeah, because this is their first real Pokemon game on the Switch. I don't really count what is it? Let's Go Pikachu as a real Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, what's the new one? What's like?
There's
what's
Urshifu,
the-
then there's the one that looks like he has a tumor for a head.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
there-
wait because isn't he in the
there's-
game right
there's-
now?
There's also an
Wait.
There's also
Ew,
a new
oh,
one that was released.
Galarian Slowpoke?
How do you pronounce it?
Zarude.
Shut
No.
up.
Zarude.
Zarude?
Zarude. No. I remember I just call him Zaworld because his name looks like Zaworld.
See, I like Zarude.
Zarude's alright.
I like him.
He's out, right? Like I can go catch him.
Is he out?
I think he
Wait,
is.
is he? Zar.
Are you gonna literally catch him and name him Zaroldo?
Yeah, Zaworld.
Well,
I've been reading a lot of JoJo recently, so.
okay. Well, I gotta go.
Alright, let's,
I appreciate you guys having me on the podcast and stuff.
Yeah.
No problem. I remember we said this in you said this in October. You're like, oh, dude, when the Pokemon podcast comes out, I want to be on it. And then we just took our like 4-month break, and
Well,
here
that's
we are.
because I was trying to get Liam on, and Liam was having a little hard trouble with it. So
Is Liam even part of this anymore?
yeah, well, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll talk about the next podcast.
All right.
Well, if you
All
enjoyed
right.
this podcast, consider sharing
So-
this to all your social media platforms, such as Facebook, MySpace, and your Google Plus account. Nowhere else. We will not accept anywhere else. And if you have any questions for us on Google, MySpace, Facebook,
Okay, get to the point.
then just put a question down. We might answer some of them in the next one. Thanks for joining us, Aaron.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
And Landon,
Yeah.
you're fired.
How am I fired?